It's the most wonderful time of the year. Y'all, Christmas brings pure magic to so many during the month of December. Y'all, it does in our house, and I see it sprinkled all around our community. So, what if we could create some of our own magic, excitement, and engagement during the month that really carries over into the new year? So we have new students flying into our studio and retain the ones that we have. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Because in this week's episode of the Erin Burd Live Show, we're going to dive into how you can add a little elf magic to your business that will have you singing jingle bells all the way into the new year. If you want a copy of today's show notes, drop the word jingle below. That's going to be our code word this week. Drop the word jingle below if you would like a copy of today's show notes, and we will get those over to you. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I want to know who's with me. Also, if you come back in on the replay, can you let me know that as well? You could just drop a little hashtag replay and you can let me know that you came back on in, and we will share our ahas, our takeaways, because we love to learn out loud here. I think it helps us anchor in ideas. And when others are listening, they're like, ooh, this resonated for them. Maybe I should lean in a little bit closer and maybe I'll take away a little nugget myself. And so if you stumbled upon us somehow, I'm Erin Burd, your hostess with the mostest, and I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses without burnout, overwhelm, or sacrificing your personal life, because you know what? Y'all don't have to. Really, you can have your own unique vision of success that includes freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, um, and still love what you do. So, y'all, if you're here, say, hey, hey, hey. I want to know who is here with me today. You guys, I am in full, let me know, are you guys in full holiday mode? Do you have holiday shows that are happening? We sure do. Um, our first one actually happens tomorrow. So we're kicking things off and we are getting ready for all of our holiday shows that are happening. And oh, they're sprinkled out through the next couple weeks, which is fantastic. And we're so excited to see our kiddos back on stage performing. Makes my heart so, so happy. So, are you guys in the full swing of all that is holiday? Because I know it's a crazy, crazy time, right? Sometimes we feel like, we're doing all the things. And so today, when I dive into some of these things, I want you to understand that I'm not asking you to add a whole bunch more to your list of things to do. That's not my goal, right? But our goal is, how do we take and create, you know, there's this sort of magic. Do you believe in magic? I do. I totally believe in magic. Um, and I think that there's this magic in the air around the holidays right now. And I want to dive into, how do we take some of that whole, the feeling of the season, how do we take this holiday magic and really set ourselves up for success in the new year, right? And it really boils down to just a couple things, right? So the first thing that I would implore you to do is to focus on fun. Focus on fun, right? I While yes, we have holiday shows, we have the Nutcracker, we have a lot of things that are very serious things that are happening right now. We need to focus on the fun and focus on the joy of the holiday season and focus on the spirit of the season with our students, with our parents, with our community. I think that it's really, really imperative for us to focus on the fun. And so, what can you do inside your studio right now that isn't some big extra thing, but where you could actually take and focus on the fun, like, oh, my hair, y'all, of this holiday season? So, let me know in the comments below, what are you doing inside your studio to focus on fun over the course of the next couple weeks during this holiday season. Now, some of my clients are doing special events, which is great, but I just said I don't expect you to just throw together a new event right now and add something to your list. But what are some of the things that you can do inside your regular classrooms to focus on fun, right? Is it letting your students pick the music for the week? There's so many different things that you can do inside your studio to focus on the fun, right? From themed classes. And y'all, can I just say something real quick? Themed classes are not just for the tiny tots. Our older students love a good themed class. Are you doing any themed classes? Are they on the books? Are they ready to go? Even for your oldest students, because they love a good themed class, right? I have a client who we kind of put together some different ideas, and her oldest kiddos, they're doing a whole, ugly sweater themed class where they're all going to come in their ugly sweaters. One class, they were going to actually decorate some sweaters together, that sort of thing. And then how do we tie it in, right? So maybe it's their ugliest dance themed sweater. I have clients who are doing a Polar Express theme in one of their classes, a Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, there's lots of different ways to incorporate themes into your classes, which excite and delight those kiddos and make it so, so much fun and get them into the holiday spirit. Even when, it's cold outside, it's super fun. So have you guys set up themed classes or special little tweaks inside of your normal classes to celebrate the holiday season and focus on fun? I also love to say that during this time, it's a really great time for us to talk and to share diversity inside of our community and talk about not just Christmas, but maybe we're talking about Hanukkah. Maybe we're talking, right? There's lots of different ways that we can incorporate and really highlight some of those things and show them inside of our classrooms and tie in dance history too. Just say. So, but focus on fun. Y'all focus on fun. Now I see you there, but I don't know if my comments just aren't popping up, which does happen sometimes. Just saying is all. So, but leave me a comment. Let me know. At least say hi, so I can take a look and see who's here with me and know if they're working. And it may very well be that my comments in this system are not popping up right now. So I'll accept that too. But I really would love to say hi to y'all because I want to know who's here. So number one was focusing on the fun. I feel like I'm gonna do a double thing here just to make sure that it's actually streaming here. Okay, it is streaming. I'm just making sure since it's been so quiet in my chat. Okay, so number one, focus on the fun. The second thing that we need to do, and here is where I'm going to start talking about how we're setting ourselves up for success in the new season. So, experiences versus things. Now, so many times, and I've actually been seeing it recently about in the Facebook threads and things like that, like, what do we give our students or what do we give our staff for Christmas gifts or what do we do for our assistants, right? I see it a lot. And I'm sure you guys have seen it too. And this is where I would love for everyone to really take a step back and start to think about experiences versus things. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little lean in here real quick. Lean in for me. I'm leaning in. Lean in for me. When it comes to the holiday season and gift giving, we all love to get a good gift, right? But how many times have we gotten something which just felt like this person doesn't know me at all? And so it was this generic thing. Yay, I got I have to share with you guys. I had someone give me a bottle of wine. So kind of them, right? I am grateful that someone thought so much of me to give me that. That being said, if they knew me, they know I don't drink wine at all, right? And so, what am I going to do with that bottle of wine? I'm going to give it to somebody else, another, like somebody I know maybe that does drink wine, and maybe it's the gift that keeps on giving because I'm giving it to somebody else. But too often, yes, too often do we get a gift that either it's like you feel bad because it's going to collect dust. I already have 53 coffee mugs, right? And so this is where I want to talk about experiences versus things. Now, this is coming with a caveat, okay? When it comes to our staff and when it comes to assistants, because I really do look at them as part of the team and part of our staff, is that, or you guys, don't get me wrong, I love logo wear, but can we get more creative than that? Please? Can we do something meaningful? Please? I'm not here to knock it, and I'm not saying logo wear isn't bad and that they wouldn't appreciate it, right? But again, when you give everyone logo wear, which I get, it's easier. But it feels like, do they know me? Right? Because this is just like, they didn't think about it very much. Okay, so staff and assistants. One of the best things that you can do for yourself, and we do it during the hiring process, so we have these all on file, is we have our staff, anyone who's working for us, we have them do the 5 love languages assessment. Super fast, and they have to share the results with us. Why do I do that? Several reasons why I do that. But when it comes around to these times of year, when I want to gift them something, it allows me to know what is actually going to matter to them, right? Because I can tell you, my staff are all very different people. And and it shows up wildly in their love languages assessment. But what happens for me is I could see, okay, this person, their love language is acts of service. It is not gifts. So if their love language is acts of service, not gifts, what can I gift them that will feel good to them, right? And there are times where I have a staff member, I'm like, ooh, her love language is act of service. But she's also feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now in mommyhood. And so guess what? My gift to her is I'm going to give her a Target gift card. I know she loves Target. I'm going to give her a Target gift card, a Starbucks gift card, and I'm going to take her kids for 3 whole hours for her to stroll Target with her Starbucks that she loves. That gift was meaningful because for her, she knows how much I love Target, how much she loves Target. I know she loves just getting Starbucks beforehand. And before she had kiddos, that was her favorite thing to do, was to take Starbucks, to stroll around the store and just, taking the time. Well, since having kids, she's like, my Target runs are not the same. Right? So you see how that is a much more meaningful, because it's an act of service. I am serving her. I am taking her kiddos. I'm going to give her time back to herself and give her the things that she loves to do. That is more meaningful than me giving her logo wear. And y'all see what I'm saying, right? Also, that's why I go back to the love languages and knowing your staff. It is okay to give people different things. And does it take a little bit more time? It sure does. But it means that you're connected with your staff. And I've had people come back and say, Erin, but when you have such a big staff, no, that's crap. That is crap. If you care about your people, you should care about them enough to take the time to get them a gift that is meaningful to them. So I'm just going to rant about that right now. And this is how you keep raving teachers, staff retention is up, student retention is up. Care about your people enough to do that. And if that means you have to start in September, then you have to start in September buying. But rant over about that. Okay, now going into, oh my gosh, students. How do we give students experiences over things? Now, I understand wanting to give, each student a little maybe mini stocking with some candy in it, whatever. We don't have to go crazy because, again, remember, we have to think long term. If right now, let's just say you have 50 students, and you start this tradition of these big Christmas gifts, and then you grow to 1,000 students, can you maintain that? I don't know. So think about that. The other thing is really experiences trump things every single time. They are not, for the most part, students are not going to remember the thing that you gave them. They're going to remember how you made them feel and the experiences that you gave them, right? So it ties kind of back into number one and to focus on the fun. But what experiences can we create for the student and for the family that gets them feeling connected and part of the community? And this is where the third part comes in, is getting new people to come into your space to experience all that is your studio. Experiences make people pull out their credit cards and slap you in the face with them. Think about Disney, you guys. When we go to Disney, well, now, we have magic bands. We don't even have to do that. We just go, right? But like, you are in the experience that is Disney, right? And while you're there, hopefully you're feeling the magic, and they know a lot of people will be feeling the magic, which means they are easy to open up their credit cards and to pay you. So how do we translate that into our studios? If you can get people to come in and experience the magic of your studio, they will know, like, and trust you, and then they will continue with your studio. So this is why it is so imperative for us to be actively planning things on our calendar that will bring people in for an experience. And experiences, and when I say experiences, I mean, this isn't just, come in for a trial class. Now, that could be an experience. Don't get me wrong. But we want the whole vibe. I want you to take Disney into account. I want you to think about all the details and what is going to make your studio put you over the top in comparison to the others in the neighborhood, right? So there's that. So experiences versus things. How are we drawing them in? We draw them in through experiences, y'all. Experiences. People pay for them. That's where they know, like, and trust you. They fall in love versus things. So people ask me all the time, well, Erin, when I get someone to do a trial or whatever, and I want to give them something for signing up, this is where people fail because they're so worried about, what's the deal? I have to give them, if maybe the deal is if they come in, I'll give them a free pair of tights when they sign up. Do you think parents really care about that free pair of tights? No, they don't. They don't care. They care about the experience, y'all. The experience. Experience versus things. Experience trump things every single time. Every single time. Okay. Hope you guys are getting this. How are we doing? Let me know. What are we doing inside of our studio to create a little magic right now? I want to know. Okay, as we are moving into 2023, which is why so many of you probably showed up today, is the third thing we need to focus on is proactive planning will equal 2023 success. Proactive planning is the key to your success next year. How many times have we been so busy just in the moment, in the doing, and it's like, oh, we're reactive because we're like, oh, I meant to do that, right? Proactive planning is your key to success to bringing in more students in 2023. If you have not planned out your first quarter of 2023, January, February, March, at bare minimum, you are behind. Can I tell you a little story? Story time with Erin, real quick. So, this morning, now, I don't know about y'all, depending on where you are at in the world, we have fog. And when I say we have fog, we have dense fog. It's a fog all of its own. People don't believe us until they ever come experience it. If they don't live here in the valley with us, they are like, oh yeah, fog. I'm like, no. You don't understand. This is like you walk out your front door, the fog's to here, and you can't see any further fog. Okay. So anyway, yes. Okay, we did today. We had fog today. Now, I have to tell you that today's fog wasn't dense and super crazy, but it was enough for it to be, for me, I love the fog in that it feels like, oh, the fog's here. That means it's this time of year, and it's so good. But anyway, as we're driving my kiddos to school, and there's fog, and the fog where you could see maybe, I'm probably not estimating this right because I'm not good with that, but I'm going to say probably like 50 feet, maybe. I don't know. That seems like far. Not very far. One telephone pole, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really not good at that. I should be better at that, y'all. But it was good. It was a good fog. And I was driving and dropping them off. I had a thought about fog and how obviously you can't see in front of you. And it made me start thinking about the new year that's approaching. We know it's there, right? And you're driving in the fog and you're like, I know there's a stop sign that's coming up. I know it's there, but I can't see it yet. Kind of like the new year. We know it's coming, but we can't see it necessarily yet. But we have to prepare for it now. And the fog, you might seem foggy and you're like, ooh, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Or you might not, but then you get to that stop and oh, there's clarity and you can see the stop sign, right? Proactive planning is the key to clear the fogginess for you to get exactly what you need, the clarity for 2023. And if you want to increase your enrollment in 2023, in the first quarter especially, what are we going to do right now to be proactive, to set ourselves up for success, to get new leads and new students in the door? But if you wait till January, or if you wait until, the week after Christmas, you might be behind and you might miss the mark. So let me know, do you have your first quarter planned out at least? I don't know. Right? What I can tell you is that me and my team, we have all of our master classes for the Empire Builders Club, we have all of our master classes planned out for all of 2023. We already have every single topic. We have them all planned out. Bits of it. Okay. So now it's time to fill in the gaps, right? And if you don't necessarily know how to fill in the gaps, or you want to get a little bit of support, y'all know that I'm here. I also have to tell you that I'm like, what did I do? I fixed it, I think. Okay, I did. I will tell you that the Empire Builders Club, we just went through this in our in December masterclass was our enrollment blitz. It was absolutely amazing. And y'all, if you're not part of the Empire Builders Club, what are you waiting for? It's only $44 a month. And y'all, that price is going up. It's going up in just a few weeks. So get yourself in at the founder's rate of $44 a month, because it will be going up, y'all. It will be going up in the new year, and you will never, that price is bananas. So if you want more information about the Empire Builders Club, y'all, it's scrolling across the bottom for you, but I can also come in and drop a link for you as well, because every single month, we are delivering a masterclass to help you move forward towards your goals, to be proactive. So each masterclass, we are working ahead of where you need to be in that month for your future self and your future business. So it is absolutely imperative that we're proactive. It goes back to number 3. And for us, we wanted to make sure that you have the tools that you need to make that happen through the Empire Builders Club. And so, like I said, it's only $44 a month, which is bananas. And it's going to be going away very, very soon, because I just wanted to do a founder's rate for people who are committed to taking fast action, who are ready to change the game for themselves in 2023, and who are ready to start getting a little bit of support, and who are committed to being lifelong learners. I think that's really important, is us being committed to being lifelong learners. So that's why I'm here. So y'all, I would love to have you as part of the Empire Builders Club. I will come back in a little bit later, and we'll drop the link for that as well inside the chat, so you have it there. Even if you come back in on the replay, we want to know that as well. And so let's go ahead and do just a speedy little recap here about our show today. So, creating holiday magic to set you up for success in the new year. Now, the first thing that I think is so important, y'all, is that we focus on the fun. Focus on the fun of the holiday season. This isn't a time to be super ultra strict. It isn't a time for expectations to be crazy and to be wild. Understand that these kiddos are excited. They're human. There's adults that are excited. They're human, but they're also stressed with the season. That sometimes can happen. And so we have to focus on the fun. The second thing that I think is super imperative is that we focus on experiences versus things. Experiences win every single time over things, over gifts, right? And so what is the experiences that we are creating inside our community, inside our studio space, for our students, for our families, for our staff? What are the experiences that we are creating? Because I can guarantee you, down the road, and the thing that makes people stay is the experiences, how you made them feel, the magic that you created versus the thing that you gave them, right? And going back to this, we talked a little bit more about how we give gifts to our staff and to our team that are meaningful. I dove into that a little bit because I've been seeing it a lot in some of the threads, and I couldn't help myself. So you could dive more into that into the full show. And the last piece of the puzzle is being proactive, planning in advance, because that is the key for your success in 2023. What things are you going to do right out the gate, January 2023, to make sure that your lead generation machine is working its muscle, that you're getting new bodies into the studio to come and experience the beautiful space that you have created, what are you doing? Because if you aren't planning now, you are behind. You guys, we have to plan. And if you haven't planned quarter one, January, February, March, at minimum, we need to set aside some time to do that, like ASAP. We're all busy. But when we actually take time to be proactive and to plan, we actually free up ourselves and create more time later on down the road than trying to be reactive and doing all the things. So, my friends, it's as easy as that. Focusing on the fun, experiences versus things, and proactive planning are going to be the keys to your success in 2023. And when you create magic inside your studio, when you create magic inside your business, right? It can be felt. It's this vibe. And I go back to that, and it just pops in my head. Do you believe in magic? Right? It's like I believe in magic so deeply that it's contagious. It's I sprinkle that shit everywhere I go. And if you know me, you've been with me for a while, it's how I feel. I feel like magic happens when you just believe. And it could be felt across your community. And people want to be around other people who feel the same way as them, right? So, experiences over things. Set yourself up for success. And if you want help and you want support to lay out a unique and custom plan for you, shoot me a message. We'll chat about it, right? What does that look like for you inside of your business? All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you for today. I hope that you had a few little nugget takeaways. Let me know below. And I cannot wait to see you next week for another episode of the Erin Burd Live Show, where I come in and share mindset, strategy, business tips and tricks to really help you move the needle forward. I'm going to leave you there. I hope you all have a fantastic week and go out there and create some magic inside of your studio. Bye, friends.